My family's from Puerto Rico, but I was born here.
So you're Philadelphian.
Mm-hmm. I'm a painter. I'm a muralist. I'm a teacher. Community activist. I was trained as a painter, and I have a large body of just my own work. But I've been doing a lot of stuff in the community under Semilla Arts Initiative. I was raised in that area, so when I was younger, it was fine. But then, like the early '90s, things started to change dramatically, and everything was taken away. You know, your freedom was taken away. At least for me, you know, I was the youngest of 6 kids, and I went from being able to ride and do whatever I want to, not even being able to move from the front steps, not even being able to go to the corner store. Because just fear. I mean, there was a lot of gun violence. There was a lot of, it sounded like the 4th of July all the time outside. It was so close. But again, it became the norm. And I think after having my own children, it is. I feel like there's a lot of things in the neighborhood where it's just not okay. Our kids are growing up in these areas where they're surrounded by this stuff, and it's just normal. It's nothing that how do they know, that there's something better if they're not exposed to it? And I think the work that I've been doing with Semilla has really been about trying to create these beautiful spaces, with them, not just going in and just doing something and then leaving, but really going in there and going through just a process, a really slow process, in order to create these changes. But because we're doing a lot of the things in the same area, the transformation of these spaces is pretty significant. And it just exposes the kids to something else other than what they've considered the norm. My work has been mostly autobiographical, my personal work. The majority self-portraits. I guess the majority exploration, self. And I guess a transformation that one person goes through on a day-to-day basis. But that's it. What the original idea is to have different artists from different cultural backgrounds come in and show traditionally how different cultures honored the dead. I've never done an altar before. This was definitely the first experience, and I definitely want it to be something that was true to my experience, and I wanted to really represent that combination, being Puerto Rican, brought up in the neighborhood, being brought up in North Philadelphia or in just Philadelphia, and with the problem with the drug activities and right now you see a lot of things in the neighborhood where you see these altars or these installations of where people pass and they're so public, they're on the street. You see boxes that are filled with candles. You see, sometimes you pass by an alleyway and then you see all of these stuffed animals that have completely drooped and been rained on, and and they're powerful. They're really powerful, and it is. I think it really touches on the problems right now in the neighborhood. And all of the people. My idea is to have this ongoing thing throughout the 14 days where things keep adding on to show. I'm going to do it and make it significant, because it isn't. It's definitely not something I've done. Something I'm absolutely interested in. I think it's fascinating. But it's definitely like new boundaries for me, new places to sort of explore. My name is Betsy Casanas.
the name of the gallery?
I decided to name the gallery A Seat on Diamond.